Here we go. Great. Okay, so in the top right-hand corner of Inferno Pools, we have the gold player, GavranBaskak. GavranBaskak, the Terran player, the red Terran, GavranBaskak. And in the upper left-hand corner of Inferno Pools, we have the Zerg player, krsn. I'm gonna say krsn. That's how it's gonna be. krsn with a high GLHF. One of the things that I really love about StarCraft is that it's mandatory that you do that. It just is impolite if you don't. Feels right. Nobody says GLHF in League of Legends. It really bothers me. Nothing crazy happening. Inferno Pools is such a weird map, man. Inferno Pools was so bad. Some interesting things happening, like this island base happening here, and down below as well, running some parallels. The map is completely parallel. But the rush distance from the natural here to the natural here is really low, and this ramp is so wide. There were a lot of things that could have been taken advantage of on this map, but neither one of these players opting to do anything early, just doing their G-thang, pumping out some workers, making their structures. We've got a barracks coming down here. krsn having a scout, seeing what's what, and because this distance is so close, and because this is his first overlord he sent out, the Terran's going to be scouted relatively fast. 15 hatch before pool is the choice from krsn. I personally really love this opener versus Terran now. At this point in time, I would have always done a 14 pool just before hatch, just because I was always so worried about mega cheese happening on this map. There are some gold bases here that create some interesting potential, particularly for Zerg, less so for anybody else. We get the little Scanapede coming. Reaper, Orbital. GavranBaskak is going to scout in the wrong direction with this Reaper, which will be super good for krsn. He's going to have his spawning pool done. He's probably going to have a queen out. And if gases are a thing that krsn decides should happen, then speed might even be a thing on its way by the time this Reaper gets to the base. Just again, nothing out of the ordinary happening here. But we actually have a reactor coming in for the Terran player. How do I bring up the the thing that happened? Man. Weird. I'm not used to observing or casting or anything like this. So this Reaper's going to do the runaround. While back at home, expansion comes down for GavranBaskak. The Overlord. Did the Overlord spot that? Oh man, I think I might have to go to the other observer interface. I don't know how to do anything in this one. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a thing. So krsn should just be out of range of vision. If anything, maybe see the supply depot from the Terran. Gas is a thing for the Zerg. Setting his queen down so that some creep termers can be spread across this nice big huge space in the natural. Lots of room for siege tanks or colossi or cannons. Lots and lots of room. So I think it's important to get a creep tumor here on this map. Speed's on its way, which is my favorite upgrade. Oh, pulled the workers out of the gas. So we might be looking at some sort of Zergling all-in. Or maybe it was just some safe gas. That's entirely possible too. I'm a little bit overeager when I say maybe we're looking at a Zergling all-in. This Reaper is finally going to come up and scout. It's going to be pushed away like butter with a hot knife, because that's a real saying that people say. Pushed away like butter with a hot knife. I've heard that. Shut up. Yeah, this Reaper's not going to be able to get anything done. There's 2 queens at the natural, and there's 1 in the main. The best thing possible for GavranBaskak would be to just scout 3 queens at the natural. He's going to come up in here and see... Oh, he's going to see the lack of a gas on that extractor, but he's going to be pushed away before he sees anything else. That's actually a little bad for GavranBaskak. This spine coming down means that there's probably not going to be any early aggression from our Zerg player. Just looking to spread some creep with these 2 extra queens, looking to pump out some drones, 12 drones in the way. Back at home for the Terran, we've got our Hellions coming out, super standard play, no orbital here, not quite saturated main. We do have a Cloak Banshee coming up, so we're going to have some really standard early Hellion poke with this Reaper in the mix into Cloak Banshee. So Zerg is actually set up really perfectly for this. We've got the Spine Crawler in the front, we've got extra queens, we're making a Spore Crawler now. We already have a Spore too, and we're making one of our mains. So Zerg is going to be able to push this away like butter with a hot knife, because that's a real saying. This Banshee's not going to be able to do anything, or it shouldn't. It certainly shouldn't. 24 Zerglings on the way for krsn. I'd really like to see this third coming up right now. This would be a perfect time for it. Commit to either third or a lair with 2 base Muta. Should definitely make a lair. Either way. GavranBaskak is going to be really sad when he goes for this poke here, because he's going to be absolutely pushed away. All these lings, ooh, unless there's a really unfortunate A move. Yeah, kind of like that. Kite, 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 kite. Yeah, oh, all those lings. Okay, well, this is now not the worst for GavranBaskak. He did a lot of work there. A lot of Zerglings just got lost for nothing. He still shouldn't be able to get in to do any drone damage. There's just so much here. Oh, runs right into the main, and there's no queen here. He brought the queen down. krsn did. So wow, look at me, I'm wrong again. Gonna get some drones here. Ooh, 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 ooh. You gotta run home. Oh, the jukes! Oh my god, the jukes! The queens were on movement command, and the Hellions, they got by. Look at all the toasted drones. Oh my god, that was just carnage. That was so unfortunate. Oh, my Zerg heart weeps. Oh my god. Alright. So we have 2 Cloak Banshees. They came in here and did a little bit of a poke. I'm really sorry to have missed it. They must have knocked on a Spore Crawler a little bit. That they did. So I don't feel that bad about missing it. I don't know where they're headed right now. They're just on a scouting path, I suppose, seeing where things are. Third here for krsn now, but yeah, much less of a position than I hoped the Zerg would be in. Roach Horn coming up, so we're going to see some 3-base Roach play. He's got to make his drones back first, though, before he does anything. Yeah, I was just going to say I'd really like it if the creep spread would start back up again, and krsn read my mind. Read my future mind. Still not saturated here for GavranBaskak, but there were so many kills from those Hellions that it's at least even, I think, in economy and everything. Sizably larger army for GavranBaskak. 2 Widow Mines pumping out 2 at a time, making lots of Marauders. Again, almost telegraphing that Roaches are going to be the play from the Zerg. Baneling Nest coming up for the Zerg players. So our krsn might be in a point where the thought is that so many losses were taken that the only choice is just all in. Hellions coming back again to deny mining at this expansion. Gotta be careful though. Don't want to throw away the Hellions for nothing. And I don't love this run by. I don't think it's going to do that much work. Gets a drone, gets a couple more drones. Could definitely have been worse, but I think I would have liked to have seen those pull back and threaten this base some more, and make some spines go up and make some time wasted. This base might go down. The Zerg player needs to react right now. It's too soon. It's not soon enough. Excuse me. It just didn't happen fast enough. The third goes down. I don't see how this is anybody other than GavranBaskak's game. Queens are going to come up here and they're going to shove these Banshees away now, but so much damage being done by our Terran player. No medevacs, but 4 Widow Mines and a very large number of Marauders. These Roaches are not having fun today. Tunneling Claws coming in for the Roaches, but I don't believe Burrow has been upgraded yet. So that might be a mistake. That's probably an issue where speed was the hotkey aimed for but not pressed, which is just so unfortunate. Banshee coming to get this extractor for its life, but everything is going against the Zerg at this point. Everything's just going in favor of GavranBaskak. Poor krsn, not a whole lot left to do. Krsn's floating an awful lot of minerals and gas, so if they stayed up on their injects, maybe some stuff could happen. Just a very large number of units spawning at once. Got this nice little tunneling claws unit models now for the roaches, but they don't have burrow. So that's certainly unfortunate. And no speed on the roaches either. So very, very sad for these roaches, our little roachy friends. I don't know what krsn's gonna do against this army. More of medevacs are definitely needed, especially if stim happens. It might be a case where GavranBaskak just overstims. It might be a case where these widow mines blow up on GavranBaskak's own army. He's making the defensive missile turrets now just to safeguard against those mutas because he saw the lair. Did he see the lair? I actually can't check that he saw the lair because I don't know how to use this overlay. Yeah, we've got +1/+1 ranged coming in for the Zerg. These widow mines are gonna, if these widow mines are spaced properly, then this is gonna be a real bad day. Oh, if they all run in and die, nope, they're not gonna all run in and die. Oh, and he lost his overseer. That's so bad. That means these widow mines are just indefinitely going to be a problem. Loading up a drop. I really like this. I really like this a lot. Just plopping these here and poking in here with the rest of the army and having these widow mines in the middle to cut off any reinforcements. Super strong. GavranBaskak's going to choose to go for the natural though, which is not a inconsequential play either because he's going to get these evolution chambers. We can't move command though. He can't move command. There we go. Picking off some queens. GavranBaskak consolidating his forces against krsn. Now, these units should be picked off. They should fall back to the widow mines, which are going to rain some wreaking havoc. Oh, well, that wasn't as amazing as I thought it would be. Stupid widow mines. Stupid widow mines. They're only good in my games when I die to them. Lol. I'm not serious. This hatch shouldn't go down. The response time is fast enough. This is more than enough to take care of that. GavranBaskak's gonna just hammer on this door. Oh my god, it's gonna go down? No. Oh, it's gonna go down! GavranBaskak's gonna take the third again for a relatively small amount of bio and a medevac. These widow mines are still a problem. They're gonna be picked off now, but they got that last detonation. Back at home, I'd like to see these widow mines moved up closer to the wall. For sure. He's gonna go for a widow mine drop though. Oh, buddy. There's not a lot here, but it should be enough to force an attack back. He's got his natural oversaturated and his main is undersaturated, so I don't love that for sure. Upgrades. We've actually got the Terran ahead on upgrades as well. I think that this is a case of the game being more drawn out than it needs to be. I think that if GavranBaskak had a stronger economy than what is currently happening, they could have had a third by now. They could have had a PF at the third, had more production, just pumping out units. But you know, who am I to say? Zerg's trying to double expand now. Risky business. Oh my god. Just oh my god. Some reasonable widow mine hits. Oh, please get that widow mine. Poor little widow mine. I thought for sure that this was gonna run back into those hydralisks. That was almost very unfortunate. Surviving one hit away, but it did live. Burrowing this just right here would be amazing, because I don't think that the Zerg hero krsn is going to see that that widow mine exists. We have a Nidus worm. I didn't even see the Nidus network getting built. Gask's hard, man. We have a Nidus worm coming into the main of GavranBaskak from krsn. This might be what turns it all around. This is entirely possible. This forest is all out of position. It's very clunky too with these number of marauders. If krsn splits up his forces right and doesn't fall to these choke points by the Sim City, then this is krsn's game to lose now. Just look at this bio getting clumped up in its own Sim City. This is so unfortunate for GavranBaskak. This is an amazing move out of krsn though. I didn't ever see a Nidus Canal coming. And this is just stomping the Terran army. These Hydralisks are doing such a good job. He needs to be careful of the Widow Mines. Whoa, that was a big Widow Mine shot. And that should guarantee that GavranBaskak is able to clean this up. But that was a huge, huge play from krsn. That made it a game that, you know, shouldn't just be left now. This is what a game. What a game. Especially with these two bases now. Especially with a gold base. Definitely not irrelevant. This gold base is going to be a really big deal if krsn ever starts mining from it. Could consider getting an upgrade again, but very low resources, so perhaps not. Should poke a drone out from here and put it over here. A little bit oversaturated on that extractor. Another Nidus Worm coming up. I don't know how I feel about that. Getting a little risky, but the Terran doesn't notice. It's gonna finish. It's gonna pop out all of the units, and there's not enough here. There's just not enough here. The Widow Mines are completely out of position. This is gonna be amazing for krsn. So much of this production, excuse me, so much of this production is gonna go down. He's gonna lose supply depots and gas add-ons that are just really hard to add up. He's gonna lose 2 medevacs for nothing. Losing some SCVs over here, losing units for free, and this army's just on move command. This is such a smart... Oh, the Banelings. Oh my. Such great play out of krsn. In a game that I thought was just completely locked up by the Terran, by GavranBaskak. I thought that there was nothing that krsn could have possibly done. But this is krsn's game now. I think that the major failing point for GavranBaskak was that the economy just was never there. The production was never able to fully explode. Just not enough SCVs, not enough bases, and not noticing when Nidus networks start building in your main. That's always an unfortunate thing to have happen. This is such good play out of krsn, holding on, showing us that you should never give up, and that StarCraft 2 is as flip-floppy and as exciting as anything else in the world. Poor GavranBaskak just kind of accepting his loss. Look at that SCV having a dance, having a spaz. Even Hydralisk over here at the new third. Just awesome. No GG. A little bit salty, GavranBaskak maybe. Just great play. krsn relishing a little bit in his victory, in their victory. That was great. That was really unexpected. I didn't even see the Nidus network going back home. Really good job. Good job, krsn.